Coronation Street spoilers, Phelan returns, Maria attacks and Corey exposed. It seems you can never get rid of Pat Phelan in Coronation Street as Todd Grimshaw, Gareth Pierce, ends up in a sticky situation. Meanwhile, Maria Connor, Samia Longchamben, unleashes her rage as the pollution problem escalates while Corey Brent, Maximus Evans, might find a way out of justice after he is publicly exposed. Gary returns from Bristol to be told by Maria that Imran can't afford the experts needed to try and clear Kelly's name. She is stunned when he says he wants to hand over the cash anonymously. Maria makes it clear she will walk away if he puts Kelly before her and Liam. As Liam and Jack play football in the street, Sally collars an indifferent Maria about the parking campaign. Suddenly, Liam starts gasping, unable to breathe. The ambulance arrives for Liam, but is unable to turn onto the street due to double-parked cars. Maria's beside herself as her son fights for breath. Tyrone is guilt-ridden about his feelings for Fizz, and the pair are awkward around each other as they meet the youth justice officer. Emma sees Tyrone and Fizz deep in discussion and is suspicious. Adam is surprised when Imran's ex-wife Sabine calls into the office wanting to see Imran. Imran is gobsmacked when Adam tells him that Sabine is waiting for him in the bistro. Ed shows Grace details of a house that he and Aggie bought at auction with the intention of renovating it and renting it out. When Grace mentions wanting to set up home with Michael and Glory, Ed offers to help with advice and finance. Michael fakes enthusiasm. Jenny makes catty remarks on hearing that Ronnie had lunch with Debbie. Ronnie moves his car to let the ambulance through as a paramedic gives Liam oxygen. At the hospital, Liam is diagnosed with asthma. Maria is shocked to learn from the doctor that air pollution caused by traffic fumes is a common cause of the condition. Liam's upset to learn he has to use inhalers. A fraught Maria takes out her worries for Liam on Gary. Deciding that Underworld's van is responsible for a large share of local air pollution, Maria insists Sarah take it off the road. Sarah refuses and is shocked by Maria's reaction. Unsure of how much Emma overheard, Tyrone blathers an explanation that he and Fizz were discussing childcare. Tyrone presents Alina with the expensive ring she wanted. Alina is thrilled, while Emma tries to work out if he's genuine or if the gesture is purely for her benefit. Imran finds Sabine waiting in the bistro and is keen to pick her brains about Kelly's case. He's shocked when Sabine informs him she's a barrister on Corey's large defense team and he doesn't stand a chance of securing Kelly's acquittal. Disappointed by Michael's obvious resistance to them moving into their own home, Grace reveals she's been offered a job in Hull and is tempted to take it. Eager to keep Grace and Glory nearby, Michael suggests holding off on a house until his baby grow business is established. Grace offers to work with him. But is this what Michael really wants? Daisy tells Jenny she's fooling no one and clearly still has the raging hots for Ronnie. Daisy urges Ronnie to make a move on Jenny before she's snapped up by someone else. A worried Abby tells Kevin she's heard whispers that Tommy Orpington has been lined up as a character witness for Corey. Sabine calls on Imran and suggests they ask the court to take account of Kelly and Corey's ages during the trial as it could benefit them both. Sally assures Jack that Tommy wouldn't support Corey if he knew the truth. Abby's liaison officer Allison talks to Kevin about the trial next week, who scoffs at Kelly and Corey having their identities protected. Toya's dismayed when Simon reveals that Corey's identity has been leaked online on a Tommy Orpington fan site. Ronnie urges Michael to come clean to Grace and admit that he doesn't love her. Knowing he's right, Michael dreads the inevitable fallout. How will she react? Sally is chuffed when Maria tells her she was wrong for dismissing her concerns about the parking problem and volunteers to support her campaign. Ronnie gets all dressed up and invites Jenny out for a meal. Preoccupied by a blocked toilet in the pub, Jenny's non-committal, leaving Ronnie disappointed. Daisy thinks Jenny will regret turning down Ronnie's invitation and should give him a chance. Jenny wonders if she's right. James receives confirmation in the post that his case will be reinvestigated by the police. Ed and Aggie arrive at No. 3 to find Grace angrily packing her bags. Refusing to let Grace do a flit to Hull with her grandchild, Aggie blocks her exit. Grace declares that she will only stay in Weatherfield if the Baileys give her the house they're renovating, as she can't remain at No. 3. Abby is devastated that Corey being named online may jeopardize the trial. At the same time, Imran volunteers Toya to sit in court with Kelly. The police call to speak to Jack about the online posts. Abby accuses Imran of using Jack's mistake to delay the trial and Toya is shocked to discover that is exactly what he is doing. He vows that, no matter how unpopular it makes him, he will stop at nothing to win. Maria tackles Sarah about getting rid of Underworld's van to help the environment. Sarah's annoyed by her sanctimony and tells her to stick to hairdressing. Maria informs Gary she's selling their car and wants him to get rid of his work van. Ronnie presents Jenny with flowers. Jenny levels with him that she's not ready to be swept off her feet. Daisy tells Jenny to just admit she fancies him and crack on. Keen to show his gratitude to George for standing by him, Todd conducts a thorough clear-out of the storeroom at the Undertaker's. George masks his uneasiness. George's worries are justified when an outraged Todd emerges from the storeroom clutching Phelan's ashes. George says that he's never found the right moment to tell Eileen about them. What will they do? Imran and Sabine lock horns at the pre-trial review as Imran reveals he has new evidence about the blood splatters on Kelly's trainers. But he is conflicted when Kelly and Corey are offered a reduced plea to manslaughter. Simon visits a terrified Kelly, who is convinced she will end up in prison for life. Simon approaches Nina in the cafe and begs her to remember what happened during the attack, as she's Kelly's last hope. A furious Roy throws him out, while Nina is shaken. Having learned of her reluctance to move on, Johnny gives Jenny his blessing to go out with Ronnie. Agreeing they still love each other, they nonetheless concede their marriage is over and they must look to the future. Jenny's moved by Johnny's chivalry. But has she left it too late? Aggie and Ed discuss Grace's blackmail. Ed reckons they have no choice but to go along with it if Michael's to keep Glory in his life. Aggie's not happy. If you've got a soap or TV story, video or pictures, get in touch by emailing us soaps@metro.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you. Join the community by leaving a comment below and stay updated on all things soaps on our homepage. Includes exclusive content, spoilers and interviews before they're seen on the site. Find out more